Good afternoon. How are you? Monday had a lot of writing to do to catch up on things. And now this afternoon, we're wrestling with the rains. I'm not going to talk about the failure of our system to come to grips with January the 6th. I'm sure it's both boring, aggravating, and brings with it a certain flavor of dread that we can't just get out of ourselves. We don't know how we can make people do the things they should do, and if we could, we'd do it ourselves. We'd conduct the investigation of all those criminals that were in the last administration. And I'm on the verge of saying, why aren't we investigating the failure to do anything in this administration? But we're not going to talk about that today. Let's talk about the failure of big business, the fossil fools who put us at risk because they'd rather save a few bucks than keep our waters clean, our air breathable. It's infuriating that they would have us with our health and our lifestyles underwrite their bottom line profit. What am I talking about? California. These systems of oil in the water, they all leak. The only question is how much? Because for them, it's how much can we leak without spending the money to be safer and get away with it? Well, apparently off the California coast, they leaked something like 20,000 gallons of oil. And, if somebody's admitting 120,000, it's probably 200,000 or 250,000. And it's affecting the wetlands, and it's also making it impossible to use those beaches, Newport and Huntington Beach down there. So, do they care? No, because they're already figuring out how they can avoid paying in lawsuits, who they can blame, what expert, what government regulation. That's what they do. You could almost, as a rule, decide if it's underneath the ground, it shouldn't be a source of fuel. They're not coal, not gas, not oil, not uranium maybe, radioactive. If we can't find a source of energy that's clean, we compromise our own health, our own well-being, and our safety. Now, these gazillionaires, by the way, in government and otherwise, they hide the money that they get, and you heard in the earlier papers. Well, now there's a whole second set of papers, the Pandora Papers, which are sort of a treasure chest of where these people hide their money across the world. And that's a beautiful dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, and everybody's involved. Putin is implicated in spending $6 million years ago through shell companies, apparently for a lady that he may or may not have known, and a child who's now 18, and it went through all these shell companies and was helped by others. Jordan moving money out of there. Remember when the leader of Afghanistan left, he left with $169 million or something. He didn't put it, well, actually, I think it was cash because they were putting it in helicopters. So he didn't use shell companies. His country did it the wrong way. So, should it surprise us, the very wealthy are concealing the funds they're getting, the various, presumably illegal way they're getting it, and avoiding taxes. They don't want to pay their full share, even if they tell the voters to do that. And they're also the same people who are destroying our environment. Sick. Maybe we should go after some of these guys. Wouldn't that be sensible? And then, in terms of our conversation, you may have seen Facebook has been down today, at least as far as I can tell, and I think there's a story to that effect. On the same day when people are running around saying, we need a truth ministry to do what Facebook's not doing. Facebook's allowing lies up on the internet. Well, disinformation. That's a really difficult position to be in. If you're a host for people to communicate, at what level can you tell them what to say? Now, when somebody's, screaming fire in a crowded theater, or saying I'm going to overthrow the government, inciting people to riot, undermining our government, saying that the election system is a fraud. I can see that. And giving people a holiday. And a couple of times I've had Facebook ask me, should I be saying what I'm saying? And I pushed back saying I was quoting other people, and you're giving me grief, and you put that stuff on there, and then when I repeat it with a comment, you're concerned, and then they walked away. But I shouldn't have to argue about what I say on Facebook, and I certainly don't want the government telling me what I can say. Not this one, not the last one, not the one I don't know about. So that's about where we are today. It's calm and it's pleasant out, and I don't have to go to the hill today, and I haven't in a long time. And there's peace in the world if I cut out all the other things. So I hope you're okay. We are going to win. We're going to beat these bastards. Just keep the resolve. Just keep going. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.